One of my first impressions was that most of the tourist sites in Managua are places where beautiful, beautiful views where political dissidents were thrown off cliffs. This is a beautiful, beautiful place that has suffered a lot of hardships, and that we were just starting to crack open all the things that we were going to learn.
Nicaragua, it's a really beautiful place. There's a lot of beautiful sights and scenery and nature, but at the same time there's a lot of really tragic, sad, profoundly sorrowful things at the same time. Like we go swimming in a Laguna de Apoyo, and it would be beautiful. In the sun there'd be rainbows, and there'd be fishermen giving us coconuts, and we'd be in kayaks, and then we'd go to una cárcel, where people were tortured, where conditions were so bad, people would try to commit suicide by bashing their heads on the walls. So when you're faced with those kinds of contrasts, there's a lot of mixed feelings, a lot of confusing feelings, but it's a really interesting dynamic. One thing I've really noticed about Alcatal is that it has a really strong local community. One thing is that people, they don't really drive places, or I'm sure some people do, but a lot more people walk here, at least, than in my city. So people are walking and interacting with each other constantly.
Earlham people are really great and open, and here you walk down the street and just say hello and sometimes goodbye to people, and everybody always responds, so that's a really good thing to be around.
And also community events, they're always so well attended. I think of community events in my hometown, and it's not terrible, but it's not great. Here people get so excited and everybody goes.
I'm sort of looking forward to continuing to get to know Alcatal more. I feel like every day I figure out a little bit more and feel a little bit more comfortable, and as that'll go on, then I'll be able to see really what are the things I keep coming back to and being drawn to.
Classes are good. Gives me purpose in the community. I have something I can go and do every day, which is really nice, and have an opportunity to speak Spanish and see the group.
I've learned a lot from history, from literature, Spanish, and from dance. And as a matter of fact, dance is actually my favorite class.
I don't know how to dance at all, and I think it's important. I finally understand it as important.
Classes are interesting and hard because they're in Spanish, but mainly it's language that's difficult to get through.
A lot of times real difficult to figure out what miscommunications are the result of cultural differences other than language, and what's due to just me being misunderstood when I speak.
Bueno, voy a ver un paciente, dice que está mal del estómago, para ver qué hacemos.
¿Cómo se ha portado John?
Perfectamente bien, mi hijo adoptivo.
Marita, esa es mi mamá, Marita.
I was super, super nervous about meeting my family. I didn't know what they were going to be like. I didn't know what their house was going to be like. I knew they were really excited to have me, and that was what gave me some confidence.
Mi familia y yo estamos muy contentos de que haya sido María nuestra hija, de participar en el programa. Como familia queremos que se sienta parte de nuestra familia.
Everybody's very nice and accepting and glad to have me here, which helps me feel comfortable being here, because it's hard enough being here every day and not waking up in my own bedroom or at Earlham or anywhere else where I'm used to being comfortable. I have to become more accustomed to living here, so having a good family definitely helps me with that.
Y mi hijo Johnny, que se porta muy bien, mi muchachito, conforme con la comida y no trasnocha, dedicado a sus estudios.
The deep desire to I really want to learn, I really want to tell me about what you do, tell me about how this works. Even from things it goes from how do I use the bathroom to tell me about this change that you're working on in your community. That feels very Earlham to me.
Explore the land that we're in. We go out and try to meet people and do things that are not necessarily tourist type things, so we're kind of delving more into what the land and town and people have to offer here. And that's very Earlham-esque, to really open up to the world and really want to be a part of the world, because that's Earlham's biggest thing.
The community at Earlham is incredibly strong, and it's strong because the students want it to be strong, and the students are invested in it, and they're interested in it, and they want to make it better and invest their energy to make it better. And you definitely see that in this program. It's only 9 people, but we're already doing so much, and we're already supporting each other so much, and it's making this program and this journey a lot easier.
Like many new experiences, the beginning of the semester was probably the most terrifying of any of my semesters at Earlham, but also some of the most, already, I've only been here for 2 weeks, some of the most rewarding moments of my time as a student at Earlham. The things that are hard are matched by things that are equally amazing and equally wonderful. That's my impression.